What's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today, I am going to give you a tour of the most livable travel trailer in the entire RV industry. Guys, this thing is absolutely incredible. If you are a giant of a human, this is something that you could travel around in. Now, I sold RVs for a number of years, and I got into a pretty good lineup where I was getting recommended by a ton of pipeliners, people working in the oil fields, traveling nurses, things like that. And this was one of my #1 most sold floor plans because this thing is absolutely incredible. It's the 2025 Alta Xtreme 365 3250KXT, and Xtreme 365 means just that. It is a little bit bigger, it is beefier, 3-inch thick walls, the industry's thickest sidewalls. And I'm not talking about just for travel trailers, I'm talking about competing with Riverstone, with Lux, with DRV. Extremely great camper. I think you guys are going to absolutely love it. Now, right now, too, I was just kind of surfing the web because I put in Funtown RV in all of my links. They actually have a 2024 model left over right now with relatively few differences. That is a great opportunity to get an amazing deal on this. I'm talking, well, I shouldn't put the price because the world's crazy right now, but check out that link down there. Obviously, you can get a 25, but that 24 is a deal on wheels right now. I'm telling you that. But we're going to start on the inside, work our way around the outside. I'm going to put all the specifications, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes down in the description. Again, with a link for Funtown RV so you can access some pricing. But sit back, relax. If you're looking for a full-time travel trailer experience, I think you guys are going to absolutely love this. This thing weighs 10,081 pounds dry. So this is not something for your typical truck. This is a big RV. It has the 3-inch thick walls again, so you're going to have added insulation into the floor and the roof, the sidewall, of course, 5/8 tongue and groove residential flooring. But I mean, when you walk in here, guys, look at how livable this is. You got your bedroom in the back with a king slide bed, washer dryer prep, a nice bathroom. We'll get to that here in a second. 15K ACs, and you're going to have 2 of those bad boys. But I mean, look at this. I love how the island has, let's see what this is. What's that right there? We'll have to see. I'm not sure what that is, but what's that right there? Okay, cool. There's the lights. You have a dinette situation here in the middle. But what really works about this is there is outlets on both sides, pop-up outlets over here. So this isn't just a dinette. It's a place where you can play some games. It's a place where you can sit down and do some work. You have dual slides, with this one over here being the super slide. Residential refrigerator, residential oven, microwave, pull-out drawers, the works. And then right over here, you have your sink disposition. And look at the height in this. Now, guys, I'm 6 feet tall, a big, beautiful RV-loving man. And look at that. I mean, I can't even reach the ceiling. This is the best RV in the world for tall people. And I solely believe that in the travel trailer industry. I don't know of a single other one that is like this. I'm juiced up. I'm hyped up. I love RVs. I'm a nerd for it. And I love it. Accent lighting, the blade lighting as well. I think that might be a difference between the 24 and the 25. So you might want to check that out. I do stand by that. I think it's a great opportunity to get a good deal. But you have your theater seating over here, massive windows. And then you have your Easy Glide, Easy Bed lift right there to add in some extra sleeping. It's also flush mount floors. But I mean, look how tall this slide out is. I mean, you got 6'10" tall high slides for a travel trailer. You don't even see that in a lot of your fifth wheels. So it's going to allow you to get stuff like overhead storage. By the way, it's on the strut system, which, babe, if you're watching, I love you, but hands-free there. And it allows you to also get massive windows, all of which open up, even the massive one over here on the side. And they are all going to be emergency exits. So pull, push, and plop. You get out and are, no, sorry, I just misspoke. They're all going to open. This one and this one are emergency exits, pull, push, and plop. And then they also have, the Dracula shade. Stop the old skin from sizzling, keep some nosy eyes out. But look at the openness of this. And the disposition of it gives you unbelievable separation between kitchen and living room. The only downside to it is there's not like a sofa right here to view head on to the TV. But I'll tell you, you can put a couple recliners because you got the space and you'll be living the dream. You also have a fireplace that puts out about 4,800 BTUs of space with a Furrion soundbar that's going to have the HDMI, USB, zone 1 and 2, so you can rock inside, outside, and both sides. This TV, by the way, is going to be on a swivel, so you can angle it whichever way that you want to make it a little bit more suitable for you. But pretty darn nice. I mean, that thing's got to be like, what, 65-inch TV? Pretty crazy. You also see there, bada bing, bada boom. You also have the USB Universal C and then the dual outlets. And then you have storage all the way up and around. Now right here, plenty of overhead storage there for you. And again, on this side, similar storage to what I just showed you above the theater seating. And this is the kind of theater seating that's going to lean back all the way, really nice and quick. So you can definitely catch a snoozer there and on the pull-out sofa, and they're not going to get in the way of each other. You also got 2 cup holders if you're someone that likes, you know, drinking anything. Got the ability to drink stuff. But then another emergency exit, again, opens up, and it has the nightshade. Fully laminated slide-out boxes as well. So to match up with that 3-inch thick wall, you've got that outlet, and then look at all the drawers that you get. I mean, that's just crazy. Plus, they're going to be plywood drawers as well. Thermofoil for the countertops, and then, I mean, hello, residential appliances, love it. A residential microwave. I mean, you got everything that you need. You got potato mode, you're good to go, and you also have, you know, plenty of storage all up, you know, and around. And the glass is going to be kind of that textured kind, so it kind of breaks up some of the monotony that you'll see in a lot of the industry. USBs and outlets, but I mean, look at that. Look at that island. The heat is also running up through here, so none on the floor, so that'll kind of alleviate some of that fifth wheel action as well. Outlets, Universal C and USB right there, so that's where I'm talking about how this could be a really good desk situation. And then back over to the slide where I just was before I had my squirrel moment, residential size oven. So, I mean, you could cook a turkey in that bad boy. You got the 4-top burner to whip up all the fixings. I'm talking green beans, mashed potatoes, more green beans, more mashed potatoes. You have the residential sized refrigerator, and this is also going to be a 12 volt, so it'll run off the solar on top. You know, your truck when you're driving down the road. Of course, obviously your shore power, and then 2 freezer sections as well. So, bada bing, bada boom, you're ready to rock. Now, I really like how the sink is over here. That might not be some people's favorite, but I think it's nice because it opens up a little bit more space as opposed to where else would it be. So I think it's pretty darn nice to have it. Now, you are going to get the stainless steel under-mounted bowl with the drying rack and the high-rise faucet. Whoosh, 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 hitting those dishes from all angles, along with a cup cleaner. And then you also have a pull-out garbage can, a place for your utensils. And then let's check out underneath the sink. Big and wide open area. So, I mean, you could put another trash can if you needed to. RV-Link, so 4G LTE. Oh, nice. They also use the, look at that, the Alpha Ply there. So very low maintenance required. It also has a limited lifetime warranty. It's basically on the materials itself. You know, obviously it's, you know, you're a ding-dong. Won't cover something like that. But the material itself, fully covered forever. Well, I don't know forever. Lifetime warranty sometimes mean like 15 years or something. But you also have the brass with the magnetic latch. You got a little clock up on the wall. And then, you know, hang a coat on me. A little octopus, guys. But I mean, what do you guys think about this back? I just think it is pretty darn insane. This is going to be your control panel. So you have your dimmers right there. Sometimes it'll flash on the screen, but that's just from the 60 frames a second. And then you also have the slide controls, awning retract, and then all of your tank levels can be checked, you know, right there as well. Your tank waters and your line heaters. So it's not just tank heaters, but also heats up the line. So again, 365 Xtreme. You have another slide out control here. I think that is for the bedroom, if I'm not mistaken. And then dual entry into the bathroom. And what I like about the bathroom is, even though it's a travel trailer, you have a much larger shower than average too. So 6 foot, 300 pounds. And you can see there's enough room for probably, you know, 2 of me if one of me was a flatty. But because you got roundies, you got flats. I mean, look at that. I'm touching that right there. So pretty darn crazy. I mean, Shaq could shower in this thing, no problem. You got the little splish splash, and I'm taking a bath. Doo-doo-doo. Place for soaps and shampoos. And then the porcelain Throna Ruski. You are good to go ski. It's a good little spot right there. All right, so then as you turn around, you got yourself, you know, your sink, more access to your plumbing. And then, of course, you got a little place. Maybe fold up some towels or something might be nice. Or, you know, my wife would have all sorts of, you know, crystals and whatnot for different moon water sprays. Suburban, sorry, whoop, camera's going wonky on me. Suburban on-demand hot water heater. So that's good for folks that like longer showers. It hooks up to your propane. And then, of course, another outlet. And then, like I said, dual entry into the bedroom. Now, You got a king size bed. I don't know if that's a traditional king or a camper king. I'd have to look that up. But again, that'll be on the floor plan that hopefully I overlaid or down in the description. You also have your fuse box right down there and another heat vent, USB universal C, and outlet. And there should be another set right over here as well, which there is. So that's pretty darn nice. All the windows, even back here, open up. They all have the Dracula shades and the overhead storage. And again, the accent lighting. But I mean, look at this. Again, I mean, in the bedroom, you literally don't have fifth wheels that do this. You also have a place for your TV backer located right here, and then all the appropriate plugins up there as well. Let me flip this camera back around. But so right here, you're going to have 4 pull-out drawers. Now the top one, camera. The top one's a little bit thinner. This would be for your socks, you know, your jewelry, maybe like a gun, you know, something of that nature. But then these ones are going to be, you know, a little bit bigger there for you. Another window. I mean, imagine that view that you would have with that. That is, it's a good window for a bedroom. I also like the fact that you have, you know, the mirrored finish going all the way across. I think that's pretty snazzy. Washer and dryer prep. You can get washer and dryer on this bad boy. I kind of like how they switch over to carpet. What do you guys feel about that? Maybe drop a comment. I'm not sure why they did that, but I do think it's nice. And heck, you know, you could definitely, my wife could stand in this thing. You got the hanging closet. You got a little extra shelving, you know, up here, which is nice. But I just think, I'll tell you, I'm going to give you another little look here outside, but I just think this is one of the best. I think it's one of the best and most livable travel trailers in the entire industry. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? If you guys don't mind, I'm going to try to snag like a quick little thumbnail. Do one of these. Yeah, I think that looks good. What do you think? Smiling right there? Hey. But all right, guys, again, it's the 2025 Alta Xtreme 365 3250 KXT. Sorry, I forgot the initials, but all the specs, length, height, tank size, awning size will be down in the description, along with a link for Funtown RV. And again, they do have, at the time of posting at least, the 2024 version of this. It has an MSRP of like $95,000. And just to give you a hint, take about 40 grand off that. I guarantee you they're selling that thing at a loss for whatever reason. Just hasn't left the lot yet. But I mean, I think this thing is probably, if I had to guess, 13 feet 4 inches or so. Absolutely incredible. Molded fiberglass front cap with the LED lights. You're also going to get the tongue jack, and it looks like you got bigger propane bottles. It looks like you have bigger than 220s in there, which is nice. Plus, you also have spot for 2 batteries, the rock guard. I mean, just look at that big mamma jamma. So right up here, you got yourself a drop frame, which is going to lead you to, you know, actually some pass-through storage because you have the washer and dryer above this. Don't forget that with that big closet. So the drop frame allows you to even have the pass-through. You got a couple outlets, the GFCIs. I also like how, you know, you can, you know, see some of that aluminum frame construction. Again, 3-inch thick sidewall. So you can really see, you know, that right there. Tied up with the industry's largest, I mean, 5th wheels included. Pretty darn crazy. You can see here underneath, heated and enclosed. Plus you got the tank heaters, and the lines are as well heated. So right here too, they have a little sticker that indicates that's where you can, you know, put a TV mat bracket there for you. The Solera 3000 series for the awning, and you can see the awning is of good size, and the door is right in the middle, so you don't have to worry about anything else. You know what? That's actually a pretty cool little view right there. That might be the thumbnail. We'll see. But you got your marine grade exterior speakers, and then you also have your extra wide flip up entry steps, and you're going to have a screen with a 25-mile-per-hour wind friction hinge door. And you might just want to, actually sometimes on the screen, this screen's getting in the way. You might want to pause that and read it, but you know, I like the fact that you got the Goodyear Endurance tires, the 200 watts of solar. Oh yeah, I did forget to mention, you have 5-inch vacuum bonded side, or vacuum bonded roof. So this roof is going to be a heck of a lot sturdier than most of the campers out there. I mean, pretty much all of them. So you have the Goodyear tires right there, and those are also going to be the ST 235/80 R16s. You even have a little bit of a better suspension there for you. And yeah, that'll do just fine, donkey. Now, as we head up into the back, you're going to have your spare tire, your bumper, and LP Quick Connect. So if you want to bring a grill with you, you definitely can. And it actually took a, it's kind of interesting that they're using this ladder. So when I first noticed this, This was on a Road Warrior toy hauler back in the day. But basically they're the collapsible ladder to create a little bit less room. And then you see up here, yeah, you can see right there, they have a little assist rail there up top. Fully walkable roof, obviously. Look how big that slide is. That's crazy. But anyway, it's got the slide topper prep, so you can put slide toppers on it, which are awnings that go from here to here and prevent debris from falling down on the unit. Now these slides are going to be double protected, so you got 2 layers before it gets in there, but obviously things can happen. Your 50 amp connection, which if you're not familiar, will look like that, or it'll say it, right there onto the screen. But these are going to be your PSX2s. If you're not familiar with that, each one is powered up individually. So think if you're like on a slant or something, you can do it separately as opposed to together, which is a little bit handy. You got to hold 2 lights, 2 switches on both sides. The other 2 for the front are going to be right there. Black tank flush, so you can basically turn on the sprinkler system there for the poop tank. And then you have the Suburban on-demand hot water heater. Underneath here is going to be your different valves. Your sewer outlet connection is located right there as well. And then, like I said, the other controls there. Now, the only thing I might not like is the docking station is here underneath these slides. So it makes it a little bit hard to get, especially if you are taller. But battery disconnect, outlets, slide room control over here, your cable satellite, and then your city water connection, fresh water connection, hot and cold water in the form of an outside shower, and then your solar charge controller, as well as a little bit of extra storage. And your freshwater drain was located underneath that too. But yeah, all right, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. I mean, tell me what you guys think. Again, it's the 2025 Alta Xtreme 365 3250KXT. And, don't take my word for it, but this is, in my opinion, it's the most livable travel trailer in the entire RV industry. Have a great day, guys. See ya.